medasi my area. My area. I think that was not from Joyce. When no free Rasta now the by clear. Randy the enemy kind. Randy the enemy me can we answer. Reverend Ekua Kosapon also ene eye wonso woda we if we Mount Zion Prayer Ministry International La Paz Men Fellowship and if nyame there was just nyame inshraw na all the wishes we are singing no na womo wish dey ama wana say womo ma untirin kwa hoden so na womo bisa dey ama sanso na ene eye Baby Love, our Baby Love. When I see you, Edema Baby Love fragrance oil, and so na wauda Lady JJ and one mouse intiri enkwe. And I no pay a beja for becoming say be share say din komo and I say be din komo. Bi ben kom so a fear crunchy wa or can movement for change for no ho. A fear e wo fear ha. The otwa so no so e kan Kofi Ofusu and cancer. Ona na ye enkanisiu edema nep wono so ewa ha ba ma NPP na fe awo kekeli eka NDC communication team no eho anti movement oba NDC oba na NPP bema nti mana aka bema na shimfimfin bari pa kekeli akwaba
yenia
abibia aboko
nyame adum ya sorry de nyame ne yeda
de radiasi pa kekeli aha na sister
efia
odendin kranchiwa bibia boko
nyame adom pa chonso
radio movement is ho
pa ye stronger pa enche ye de party ne beba bon
we are strong like a party
yes sacra
you that's Kofi
Eja
bibia boko
kakra yiguso
the radiasi
na daji ni
when they say
and of Dr. Bamia forms
na wo okay nti ebrebe na mbaye no
anopaye anche obedu party office na or start processes no
okay
to file we na oni Ghana fo nyina akasa e de atudwa se sei ni sei ntina ogina
okay
nti wo hwe mafade ya na kese no ani gina mu no
I didn't say ifita na nkunimdi atade wo ho
Papa.
We are so be nkunim
2028 nkunim die na start nyame boa MPP delegates at the Franca na ma Dr. Baumia January 31st na watwa so mfebe mi ensa de enime adi dwumadie na nyame pa na President Mahama no asa abechirem se onko biem na kese ese kura de kwan ni mu ada hokra mu
ana na musuru no
oh sir oye experienced politician
okay
wakwache na say krum ha no obie ni ho akọ wini sa President Mahama na mu no wini ye no san akọ 2 times and na the third time he was ba nti obi a o experience ne brand ne yenu de ona ne kwa entisa de nipa fofora ona ne ko
okay
because of here man pani for that na ebi ko mienu ebi ko miensa ebi ko mienu nti ise ye twan yimia no ndisi for do mo de beba
na o kana movement for the own train o de maba
obe o kan be kame na kame ko kan obe ka say
movement de say
ya ye beta
eja dada ya
eja dada be eja
dada no omunya sen na sen 0.2%.
Our aim was to bring the change and the change came. Eja ka movement asem more right now no ma paint picture bi ato ho yes Ghana for kra na ye very careful. What you say? Now who can also movement that day ya? Much you say candidate amodi benina.
Yeah.
There was na any way evil back. Into Ghana for ye be hwe. Ni ato aba masena or evil. Ya wa hama na makache ye mo release 10 cents of ken. 10 cents of bribe. And 16 evil deed. Na ya no wan say ba me adom use evil.
Here for the releases
internal politics amoye.
Eja udi busa.
Eja na
e bi kwa na do release. Eti ba da
ya send man ana producer yes ro in fact the kind
Koche Ken boys koche blind boys koche Bawumia boys na we say me na release
sa ne mani nyina eyemugu
there are certain things
because unti nchire nipa crocro
na normal mo release je na ye ntro wo so
oh so say any pono so ase o ka me candidate mo dey na e bit
movement said that they are
it is anka
so me check that
eyemugu
evil
politics there politics there emugu
yeah into monzo dia na aka emugu
there
na okọ movement
say dem say dada na movement
na monzo evil ya
Moses movement for change
we say
evil
okay real lunch martin we munyamfo koko na nkonya 10% 15%
that is the mistake you people do. It's not about
but Ghana for actually say
was that the target
Ghana for actually say that is a woman MPP
enya no correct
it is all person who di o mampani wo krom ha ida say obedwan na
enya no correct
ana so obedi
enya no correct right now you wan say evil
said no make waves e wo social media pa ana ebi mo dwen so obetimi a make impact kaka but share the percentage onya it was insignificant ono kra e ya de chen yewra la nchemati
ba mo report na ba ye no say na wom sa na
ko foi ankola ye MPP fo ankola ye omo ne mo ko ye say fa san ba efie
enya no correct
akaka kra bi
enya no correct
omo kra ni say da chon baba
na me na bisa ne say omo report no defeat report no findings no omo ye no eni mo say Alantine ho nti no
bibia say ni page
ewo
evidence
Kofi Allan affect mo amokwa na affect mo
but they won't say it because of
me think say affect him because one vote cry one vote but insignificant
it's not true
because election mo ya na ya dada 41 make percentage ni nya 41.75%
38
no you will not allow me to 41 electoral commission website many the NDC for this is the first time in the fourth Republican era ya to be we are the propaganda every election results me who be that yes because results are ya gazette here Dr. Bawumia MPP enya 41.75% no NDC for ne omo nkrofo omo nwan ne de se omo ne movement for your alliance so say minim aya dani ade no 38% by force but 41.75% sa 41.75% na he see we use website ko Google abi hu no ya de mo de be so nka say ne benya insignificant
and kwati interview no o ka say Bawumia nya he tena metie no
ayi kaka
kwati be ka de wole minim so kan ya mentie bi but wole talk it does not matter phone just Google
but he's an member
2024 election
same is here Nanado 2020
election
ayo mu friend talk
ema ni nyina so ekoko ema ni nyina so ekoko
menkasa yo
obekasa
nti say ayo mu friend talk nti menka omo di omo fi asa
omo se do
baby one fi
asa mo fi asa na so dem osema be fi
say mo na ebo
wa dem bacho
so
menkasa say omo nyina ma be fi
o solo no ka bi mamu
de bia mo ka bi mamu
na ka bi mai
o ka no kra Ghana ha o ka no kra o ka no kra
bia baba despite media ibisu bia be bia ndisi for ka
mo de mo mpe no kra
na wan tell me fia kan o se no mo hope ni se e bi nkugo
yes
it o mo boy ndisi for
ya nya se ya boy
ndisi o mo di nkuni ana mo achi busa
e de bebe o mai na ko
me da se tikakali utie kofi se mampani mahama se ko bio utie sa ma adwuma na ye mmere
yeah
se de se eno anu no kra
cuz I me de okay mami chia ahwefo
ya start ya no
say ya boy go mana
we de enko kasa ketwe bi na me mra
okay mami ka we ho asa e kire se omo anka se ne de afi kwaku anka se nu moto
kofi
se ono musuro ya papa John Dramani Mahama so when say those times no oba no ya san ko fa de dada wo dwanfu no on wini ada ne enko fa ne pa foforo nti no mo nim pa say ya papa threat at the moment, which was true because no man mo be kan say oye ye nyina ntia eno nti na mo se Ghana for nto abantua mo kram be ye no triple mo be say bibia kra say Ghana kan we say mo party mo gu mo party no kra kan ansa na mo ko unfortunately for them mo be say mo gada na de nso ensanfa nti say omo fo say ye papa akọ na eno nti no nyoma be ko ya ma ma ye de gina ho ye gina ye na so ye mema ma ye nye omo aye hu so omo ye ma o so mo she skirt so mo she slit so mo she trousers so enye bi na ye NDC no ye gina ye na so before ye papa ba na enim so onko biom enti no ye nim ne nhyehyeye a ye was succession plan so and you say yes sorry political party a when na now ni succession plan apart from that person mo amu nyina mo tukodi na chi no and also no they are struggling and yes na emfa because at the end of it no enti say amfa mo ni plan B. Plan B is so unfair. There is no plan C. Yeah, well, every time you should have the fifth column. Actually, say if other plans, all things being equal, and yeah, Juma, that fifth column, no, and that's what you change. And no, ultimately, Eddie Fem, Eddie Onyama. So I'm disappointed.
I'm paying my hammer, sir, on Kubu. The reason, me tie sofubi. I say Bishop Evangelist Sako say, Bibi.
Ewo Krobenso.
Ewo Ghana heya na ohye nkom ene niam ahodo bi yenim se na MPP fo nso kanse mapani Bahama toto niam hye niam se de be obekota etem ombe yusu super majority in parliament no na wo de a change constitution no ensam ne puepue bebre sansam na nkofo keka enti na mapani Bahama so won kubio no ana se ade a no ankasa aboni tumpo senya do bekubio
Over, me da se. So o share papa president ya. Ese wo hu se ono odwen o man ho kane asa ono adwen no. Se ka papa personal interest anka nyoma bebre kra course so even 2016 ebesi ene kranka wa ama ho kwan. Ba wo kai se oji 2 mu 2016 se we lose election o kan se posterity meaning say na can retreat him. We judge him, we be his judge. Ina ampanso nyame adom ye hu ba bi a posterity edi nyoma atoto aba abedu onim say by constitution this thing is open say obetima ko say ontimi nko it has not been definite about it say wakwa aba nti no say we twa 4 years pe there be nti no enya dia na ono oba with adwen say oba be ye na wasen akọ another 4 years ye mo bidie me amete ha wo kekeli America me nya ya ka ye papa nto aso
oyiwa
me se me nti banka se NDC nti oyiwa ne ewe mo amopesa mo de ba wo mi ahye profo konkra wo nyanka mo pushi say ono ana wa ye candidate ye papa Nanado no the vice president da no nya o mampan so da ana meboa nso so be win election wo kroma that didn't na more experience ba we are president da
so no yeah no
do have betima kan wasa it's unfortunate to say omo start here me kai time aye kwa Blekuma North omo asem say ye nto aba ma MPP na omo de mayen ya ye what to test nti ye be sesa constitution because ye pese ye papa John Dramani Mahama esambe di president bi ono Ghana ho wa yen party made yen nim papa na dwen ene na kuma mu a osande ba for 4 years ya ye Ghana for the amano who call election 4 years so the other 4 years no enye automatic e the party bia and a president bia o si so but ono na dwen ni say wa be di 4 years no ma bebre a order 2 ho na opese obey unfortunately no ya no mo bae ye hu se no mo betoto nneoma say no etete bibia pansam e wo kroma ene ye ne omo ankasa nso Ghana for so chiro mo the verdict of a bufuo ene nneoma mo ye so aketua e de mo 2024 pepe bi crancy da parliament with 2020 omo ankasa mo hu say anka if they were smart and that intelligent as a party anka 2020 was a big message to them say Ghana for abremo a hand parliament even see that I no some of the techima ni areas be say yankrofo na ni da ho no yankoda ama yanchechire yensa wo feel say we ni na akoda ya de chi wo ba ye na ye de ye chichire say de egu achi anka sa election anka parliament ye fine na ka ya kire president oso wini ya odi den na wini but nyame adom NDC for ye bo mo hang parliament so both sides obi enu na oso obi because that one na be come ho no na nyom candidate omo kura no omo ye adwuma tia no ina ne crofo chere omo say it is not about the party but nipa no omo nim na adwuma otimi ye wo ho na ono say ono mo be ye adwuma no omo ye adwuma so it was not a case where they had the majority they never had as MPP because nipa no kra na oye okọ we no kra mo say yi na di kra party nso ono odo bia na owo ma bia obi na say onemo ebeye adwuma it was a hang parliament it was a message but the intelligence and the smartness was not there on the part of the MPP nso omo ehu adwuma no eni so na omo de ya agro thinking say Ghana for keta asihye proye se no ma se kro na akodu na nka ye be foldi yensa ne ya hwe na nka ya san de omo aba obi ono ose o lectures o maye wo krom ha proud to 2016 elections
na hwan se na kan
me kan Dr. Bawomi asam e kan se ono dollar no o chechere e de ato dollar obeto almost 4 cedis omo de yen ko 17 cedis yeti ye na omo twe ba 16 answer na ye to abeti omo so a lock e de akwa IGP ye baaye na yen ya twe dollar ko 10 cedis omo se adwuma pa omo ye oh what fa forget ye buy na that saying enye 15 cedis plus 16 na no
sir
because na ko
January 8 na 14 Bank of Ghana na mu use na rate na 14
Bank of Ghana rate na ko market na te saying
mon ko back 16 na ene no
na ko abansi na ye say
o kan dollar rate na dey na beka
me kan do 10 plus
na ko market 10
me enra me tobi
oh jai nyina ko
me
abochi bia no
e bia wo kwa abochi
11
me nkwa abochi ko to
rate no was chain banks na dey no obi anim sir
okay anti
na unko bank na pesa okwa abochi
no pesa me kire say Bank of Ghana
rate me kire me sa me kama asa me ti aben na me kire nti me confuse Ghana for
order on fact you see
no it's not a fact
so over Bank of Ghana rate
Bank of Ghana rate na me dey here adwuma
en confirm market rate en fe me compare o Bank of Ghana rate
me confirm market any here
nti sabre no edu de ma wa ka mo abe
o kasa me bem forget say me 2 minutes na wa fa me ka ho
me ye ho adwuma
enti no senyame adum papa no ade da na ni so owo vision ina sa le vision wantimi anwie amanfo baaye na na ye ka so mba betoa so because amemmo no eye ntoa so na ka Ghana fo ho eheham ye nya ne sa ye be ye nneoma basa na ye dwen ye ho ye fie ye laptops any ye desktop any ye nneoma na de mfa so be brain as family as abusuakuo kakra bi ina ye hu ne Ghana kukuru ekosi ye nti ono wa ma so oba be di 8 years nsuo kura chetuo mu eyi hwa adwuma no nani abre nti no oba ye on tena se no unsa na oye ne nneoma fast se mo ka se na obi se na na da se ina nka ye hyehyɛ ye nti no anka be ko se ya adenti na mo anye so wo fo so obetima ya den na kire sanka ye ma mo anka by this time dollar no kranka no 20 cedis because ye mo be decide this class say dollar be ankrofo de a chen kranka ye twen edu 20 ane anka ya kwasesa ye nyina ye nu ye ho se sika no ye dugu ho ye sesa ye kranka by this time maybe ye sika egu bank kranka awo aman that is the thing so management includes even the thinking and the intelligence that goes into a decision you make because I will say ade wo me na me yeto nti ade na wanye o se mato abegu anka pesa me ya abenkwa na obi abefa ya abenkwa o se anka sa na me ye
enti mapanyi mahama se on contest bi we no o kan se mo wo succession plan
sure
sa succession plan no na mo de na eba o be formidable as President Mahama
me ntina haka so share the NDC ya ye wo memo mo si o omo bo si from tiase be si o mo na ase ye wo nkrofo asabi anka president kran ka say on mabie ma anka na ye be win elections so na ye win now so pepepe because it's about the NDC as a brand it is not about the personalities eya ye shadow but so one build your brand is here we fani ade bebe bia say ye papa say ye boni a entimi ngina even the foundations are weak any other thing does not stand. So the NDC as a brand no me mentina ha emeka si ABCD me sure see yin na yete a yenim nkrofo me person be contest na yenim e bia one or two people who might win at the end of it. In omo nyina so no omo gina hwa based on adwuma ye papa opeso adwuma papa opeso obeye because so obeye adwuma de nioma tutu ho yi and it will make the NDC attractive, beautiful. And you say ye ba brandy NDC in per se on mine na kasa de bia ya na me kase NDC yen dwe on mine ho yen ho as a party because only reason why make I time omode we buy ye say ye train for allowances a fee appointees so I was one person I wasn't happy about it only nti ye ba na discanning nyina be see me kai ye papa say tepe prior to election or making sure so we didn't spend if put the way to her papa say there because ye dream on mine ho say your man ye Jessica nyina to ho na ye deja menjie ni ye mistake ni lose election pe ye nuanu ba no ma bese ne se poto awi do mom kwa de dompe no nye bimpo na waka say we egu ho mpo metimi edi a blended ya ye bibi enti no ye dwen oman no ho se na be ya oman no ebe gina ne na so na neoma ye so it's not really about say your papa be ko anas ono onye na adwen say speculation na no mo de tete nipa no pe to tate no pe so oba back to power yeah bro yeah ti ha ye kra bisa na no pe kan say my breast seriously because a channel person sorry 6 usan ko tena another station edu be bia yenyi we were out ahodin no eba from internet anka udu be bi kra tena chiri we statesman na otufo na aboa neoma sa na ye papa pe so
ye hwe bibi MPP for ekoka ayi omo primary say wo hwe indications nyina de na kwa nipa be nipa miensa ebinum se kan Japan na beba ye ne kwasikwati di nkomo se kan na eba ebinum se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia we said digital man ono na eba because of the experience
and economy bi
ne experience o won ne ma hudu nti wo ba ebinum se the unifier Dr. Brana Champon ono so eba na sai nipa makomako miensa mabom din Dr. Duchu mum nyina ka o ma ka ho nyina ka ho engineer Kwabran je Japan mum nyina ka ho se hwana mu andi as political party musuro no se bi oba ebe ha mo adwene hwan na musuro no pa
ye ko school se na atinyo mo hwana beba ye nsuro na meka no na ehia ne se Ghana ya ye adwuma pa that's why mom payfo ni bi aka make I this economist or your paying power MPP I'm say yeah papa Kofo so no oka economic way no campaign so oka say na NDC atoto ne nyoma no MPP so man nyoma yo bet no opposition ache and it's not about even keep they say keep on opposition chepa because na say krom o show on traces de ko primaries no kra ya ahomete say na Kofo bobo sika te say enti omo abem no mo sika sa ina na ye pesika de aya de na enya wo krom ha na say MPP for omo beje bi wo krom ha papa enti no ye nsuro bi omodem omo beba because Mr. Digital man or the fee economic voodoo wanzam anfa no dear make had call digitalization eno kra anfa eno the foundations and ye bottle ho and who agaroma no munya akwan ade nneoma etoto ye friend say can so mo ye nneoma na no mpo kokoshe akra digital center ye jama omo kokoshe nneoma wo kokoshe ebreshe o institutions ni be jam person wonya adaje na constitutions na wo kokoshe the mess they have created as a party in this 8 years and no more abemu e be shock you those times na ye ka na enimbi but ye buy abemu who visited some of the institutions na me who say we were even not saying what we knew nneoma na ekosi ye kakra na ya atene na ne ye ka but we kwa na be hu the fattening the mess on my creative microphone bro ina microphone tete institutions o ma hu mess and microphone creative o ma microphone me minimum special aid be to one of their big men o catch him proud to the 2024 elections or no so dey na aba be man the party we dey anka yembo ni hu o fi krom hakran se na ye to aba because o senior more my je no on persons on be lose election kra na o ti krom ha e bi be ka no. So some of the things when you go to the institutions are on yeah resetting papa at the end of the 4 years no obi a didn't be biara oba beto adwuma pa no so na Ghana for so na we obi a we importer exporter na se ukwa import nyoma na o dollar anka first no wo sika bebre Ghana must go na ade kitu bi envelope na she ukotoku na enne wo de sika kakra ko na ade bebre aba. How will you feel?
Okay.
And no more importing nyoma omakoma to omoyem and no ko ports nyoma toto na akwamu ji e ma ne debreji so grani ho wo peka big dey ya emfa says ya omo yes our businesses ni nyina atonsuom because obi nkofa ne nyoma e ma yen be kenten so na onye sika emfa nyoma.
All right.
Enti no obi obebe bia no
my ready
yen suro mo because o ma edwuma papa bia ye be hwe so akase ye to aba ma
Kofi mu na mo kasa asem say man pani mahama peso use na strength in parliament na odisa constitution no na osanko bio enye nipa ba ko na kan most of mo party executives no eta kasa asem no pa na mo wo enyina so bi mo wo bibi wo bia bia yan ati akiri ye nim ai no ntina na wo kasa
kele wo kasa no o kan se ono de nko benya na nka president mama nko san ye den ekọ bi nti no ya dance ekra kire se NDC fo na kasa dodo na mo pese president mama ye den esan ko bi because o hunim say new candidate there were a lot of disadvantages
adwuma pan na ye pese oto
new election eti o mo ane kan ye ebobo ho aponi asofo bi di ho nkommo ayete ye na ye ka kire mo say nye easy say mo kan say no because one of the entrenched provisions MC article 290 when I say entrenched provisions no now as omampani terms are okono 2 terms no bitima sesana I just Ghana for 40% voter population eco referendum eco toaba turn out to minimum 40%. Na approval is when you're 75%. So it's virtually impossible. Better than Ghana, you know, yes or no. Yema kwa yema presidential term, yema fa ba kunka onenye 3 na yes no. Na nkrofo can say yes, sir, over 75%. Ama president Mahama timi asa bekobi. It is virtually impossible. But na omo dwen ho. Na NDC for no bebre nso entiase. Oh, omo dwen ho pa. Na NDC for no bebre entiase. They thought say unya to test majority na no. Obetimi de asesan sa emramu. Sa emramu sachara no obetimi entisa. Entrenched provision. It's me, I'm not who news out and I'm saying away, Mr. President, say we there's nothing you can do about it. Because and yeah, they are a bit me sorry, I can say because over said here, you start here 4th Republic, I will be able to in film or no matter how well you perform. Say then Quebec as a president conform Tama na ye boji omusuinka omuso ntoaso. Nenso omotwe omho ema ebi ebetoaso. Eti ene de it is in the here no de na minim de entia NDC for 8 months we mutimi ye omodesa no. Ye good rule ye nyaye first time na ye ba power no. Enye bi na omanya no. Na chinse mumu ba na nsia no. Ene minus I disappointed because market na ye liberalize ya na yetimi to omu gold 12,000 13,000 ene ma chinchi mo sare aba 8,000. Ama TikTok videos too bia be kombia no ba ko bofu a kasa se musisi hom mo share kuafo bo se mo de koku bo be ko 6,000 mo ye na mo nim se exchange rate bitima ba fom mo an factor no in ana ne Ghana kuafo a o mudo koku I disappointed they say mu good way no be 70% ko so much as and some modern man kan ye ni nyina no ene na mo chen mo ntimi nya galamse mo se mo the state of emergency beba ekufuado na ese ko ye na ese ka 2 years o ene middle class for ni CSOs ene NGOs ahodo o mo support ye no eno apaya store so don ko atwere bia to ho minus association small scale minus association o mo president I audio TikTok I dey kire ndisi for so mo ko no mo ko se nso no ko ye galamse because IGP se wasesa ne mrante no o mo nya adwuma bi eja ko erastos wo sesi a wo be hu etini ama amugina so edi kasa ya Ghana focus eke ene amomra ne nhwe no emu de hen na matimi aye artificial manipulation of the dollar enne ya me no kasa eja IMF wo se dollar na mo twingum dodo because enye natural IMF wo bua omo kan no mo minister intimi me yi ano
na omo kan hwe
governor intimi me yi ano so enye no
IMF so on kan hwe
enye fa no so mo kan
website
the statement is there and this is not the first time IMF can say government should control how they manipulate the forex so what I say mo manipulation e chikura no ene say ene na almost 11 BOG no nti wo beko forest bureau wo beko open market no na ene na 12 ni 13 mo 80 they should stop the overfixation on the dollar economy ni nyina ye dollar ama ye ka say mo flagship programs am de buy say ye adwumawura say ye nkokon ketenkete say ye 24-hour economy say ye 1 million codes one city kura munyi bi enko so mo start emfanye adwuma prove it why na mo training no because minister eba media review budget no na afi no oya allocations na waye no ebu wa ha 10% ebu wa 20% ketenkete eno kura mo start implementation but akese that is a 24-hour economy concept no pro mo twere we na mo say one job 3 shifts mo ba magana fo anya adwuma ye mo say mo be agric program yeah plenty for food and jobs mo rebranded no with mo agric program ko ketenkete shim Ghana maburu nim so te krase obenya de o chicks start no aye won budget na afene nyina no wanye allocation of 1 city kura for sa flagship program na how are you going to grow the economy and then mo ministry department and agencies omu nyina esu because ministers ni sika yeso omunya de adwuma no na wa to force enfa nkoi sika omutua ye statutory allocations nkwa it is aban adwuma efo akatua any taxes na de no de oye ho hwe enye no nkwa it has a Ponzi scheme be na NDC for running in this first year no because they have decided not to spend. Now, once spending so the economy will not grow. Economy or say at once a week. First quarter, Saska service for a day or more publication by growth rate in 5.7%. Economy recover a free crisis mobile. We are seeing 80% of incumbent parties lost. UK conservatives no matter transfer 14 years since 2010 omulusu year. Oko US Democrats omulusu. Canada they had to change their candidates and bring in a new person because growth is more inflationary rates unprecedented 40-year record higher than even what we had in the Great Depression of the 1930s. More power shares global financial crisis in the last 30 years. They started a fourth Republican era. The DKNC president for 4 times. So financial crunch MPP was 2007 and then on year kakranka and 2020-2021 so COVID by na so yana san beto ye and affect your economy na ne ma nyina yaje tum aban bi ne ho ye perfect ye mfunso yaje mfunso atum ahwe nyame ya dom Alhaji Dr. Mamumba mi abe so frank and my corner fa so be hihye but mumma sa artificial manipulation of the dollar no enye mo de say enu nti no ya solve problem bia ade amode e campaign pa ya adwuma nkwala adwuma ene ye wo the 8th month and this phone create adwuma 1000 kura de mo ye ni say ba bia Ghana for ye adwuma no ana mo be yi o madi obu o ha na ye adwuma 3 years na ye adwuma mfie 9 mo be yi o madi ana mo de mo nkro fa hye wo na nipa say na betima yi o madi ama mo adwuma eti maburu na ye disappointed ene obi a TikToker oh ya ni ehu eti the entire American about new candidates, you see, the moment you come, you step on toes. One cast party for Krabi Bufu because allocation American agency be the enquiry, constituency chairman be pay opportunity be onya any bufu. Into one or goodwill no. By the end of the first year, na be recorded that. It's the end of 4 years and so no. Kona compare MPP 2022 goodwill to what the Ubenyana. When I who say 8 months and yet they can say into Yewra Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or when he's ready for MPP internally or some when he's ready for Ghana digital economy infrastructure agric economy economic enclaves creative art sectors ni nyina o blueprint be any so nimde mo am chairman that ofuso ampofo na otwi wa kan for Ghana mobile interoperability Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia adaro man dey buy mo am minister Sam George or visited drone center or say on a implementation on a year enye anisodi hunu ene ereje fans anisodi hunu anisodi hunu kwa na ereje fans ria say na nkere mfa nkasem ye kase enye na momo de omampani anisodi hunu be na ereje kasem MPP for kase health insurance ya kase free SHS implementation ye flagship program ye dey campaign since 2008 ye dey win power 2016 no ye buy ya finally implement here momo dey 24-hour economy 24-hour economy no and a blueprint kura mu ni bi afi na mo san ko create mo plan we
gogo
sikase na mo dey
bacha gogo ko
afi na mako yi regusita no so o medi friend say stake o may stakeholders engagement na ade no on pep plan whatever na say 2 years mo benya plan na 2 years aba it is 3 jobs
okay
3 shifts na mo kan no mo ba power 8 months no Ghana for mo bunu sen na mo 3 jobs
ye hwe bibi wa ha na wo kan bibi say Dr. Baumia no wo vision.
Yes.
Oh, da ba boa o man no. Ebi no mo kase so vision pa ye vision a. Ebi tum dey adwuma dey abo o man na adenti na one implement sa bre no a oye vice no one fa moa. Ama nyina ama ye ba 2024 no okono anye mre amfa ama no. Na mo dey ahye ne ho a hwe se ono enya power wi a anso otumi implement.
Ghana president any papa kope. Omampani na Adekye Nsroma. I'm very proud of the achievements. They be me can be to my Facebook wall. Nemom your constitution ade can say vice president na dwumadi a omampani de be hye won sa no na.
Na obeye.
Anase oni hu na asi na nan. Omampani de dwumadi makoma ko 33 na hye ne sa. Mobile interoperability kan ho. Gold purchase program kan ho. Omo deputy governor Dr. Zach akọ UK akọbọ abandada na baso so mo yes as no omo de sa asem no beto Bank of Ghana de chin na NDC for afre governor say e yada no free mo page ne so because NDP before the page fans you could screenshots of edited history Dr. Zakaria ko kamfo gold purchase program sa aboy en sustain your currency no na ye no free ho the same post deleted for abeto so what is here drone delivery the biggest in the world you can win started on the Ghana blueprint so kan ye eti dwumadie 33 akase ye de man ohweso di ni nyina
ni nyina pepepe
yes
economy
no oboaye global crisis by but vice president economy no ya all the credit everma mame na opoku ajima no so what you say the vice president chaired the economic management team which is only an advisory role advisory. Eti onye in charge of fiscal policy, onye finance minister, onye in charge of monetary policy, onye governor of Bank of Ghana. I advise no why. En fact ho e bi okoka say bi no. Time e dey levy dey be entwen na enye no chena. Na say cabinet na say no ka say dey bi. Dodo na person enye na. He can only prefer an advice. Ontimi for so. He wasn't you can only assess Dr. Baumia's management of the economy when he becomes president. But enu create no onye ni home free omampani ama munum because no na be dey chire enti ni ama course nyina your flagship programs social interventions unprecedented health projects your complete hospital projects in 160 agenda 111 make ho government bia anya bida districts anya factories 170 factories blue friends both Montiasi NDC for Montiasi and now China kwa na communist state no eja ankran factories na ban ne bo mom ye it is a kasapreku our factory one crime na se Akufo-Addo abama ne $20 million na kasapreku ekobie kasapreku water factory e Kumasi na ofani pa yati factory because that $20 million no any incentives import duty clearance ne sa ade ni nyina tax breaks ere ma no ban ne hihye ntina sa ade ne ye den
say no aban bi ba
170
aban bi ba emabe ye bi
yo
aban bi enye bi
mekai amon ka dodo am ye
pharmaceutical companies are Ghana ha no the then administration
obi ama stimulus package
so massive
obi ama stimulus package
and Akufo-Addo so ono so
e kan say ne kasi eja the mechanic say NDC for say omo ba pharmaceutical ma pharmaceutical industry stimulus package anya ba ye ma bi akese strategic anko industries better no ati testers and garment pharmaceutical and another sector make asisi uko ani nyina wo ho
egui
pharmacies akese and a higher hub of pharmaceutical in the West Africa because no bebre wa ha ne ye na enkrofo betuko ani nyina ya ban support na odemo no nti mo say mo ba ban mo no mo ma Ghana for support mo de factories ewen esisi 10 me no nkwa obi gi machine be post 250 me wo ho bi ni kasa prekodi amaka kire say no money factory Kumasi abane mo $20 million ye ba ya na komna da kon factory egu kojo to ye ma ono nso sika twitwiri di ma di shem ama na san gira na so ntimi me kan kire me say kasa prekon foforo na yakoye Kumasi na greenfield because na cement and concrete kura ni ho structure for fry about the machines agum produce nsuo to supply the northern sector no enye new factory because Kasapreko no ni ho nti it ye can one district one factory na both brownfields and greenfields
all right ye be di hu komo sada me fra mo aba na ye nyakwa di hu komo pa
sector bia be frem bia
mati me from ye di hu komo pa Kofi medase na maba ano kwachiwa so Crunchwa ma yenhwe mampeni mahama na mbise Kofi se but me so akasa winti e pensuwa se mampeni mahama in fact na MPP for kapa. So pursue you should the majority no now this a constitution. But me na no ankasa kwafem say okọ Singapore li wakoka so oni sa adwene say obaby bietisa. Na me bi say pressure na ba no so man tu sa na mona na say no ana we decide say wonku bio. Na hunu ni say ebe boy democracy no. Ana say anka say ma no kọ no ye bi ka ho say na kekele hwehwe so anka oyi.
Eja mama nchia wetie for na nchia menuanom ne Kofi Mene ashefo so na Mr. Kofi said the way I interjected and this in no
more of a mouse and be man blue
so they you every you tradition
into Mr.
Kofi so da say
me bon koko omanpanyi asam no eja me to me no any news enye asam kra even I say MPP for year asam kan because we share your constitution article 66(2) hona allow omanpanyi say onko beyond 2 terms but unless say BBC senior Kofika say just your toaba na yebiem na Ghana for ebeto no nti so omanpanyi ka say I will not so ka say I can't because in a way no he's using it as say onye greedy or obey what the constitution is saying without entering to the clause.
Does it not depend on how I know more can say or contest? Okay. All right.
In a way no ono person try say me dear me law abiding. Me for the first part of the constitution na ka say eni say me ko more than 2 times no. Na me nkotra say say Ghana be waste sika. Ni yakoto aba ni yebiem and say me take advantage of the large size of many parliamentarians no. Na me for exhibit the characteristics of being greedy. Because this is a man yes assemblyman na waye bida and wasan be your vice and wasan be your president first term and was yasan atoama ni biem waye president me feel say omanpanyi is content with baby anyankopon edina bedu no it is oba bonten be ka say I will not me to me nka say o ka say I can't me to me nko wabre omanpanyi fie ko nanim looking at near kwasungina sasebe empo no se pressure and MPP for they man or what Singapore na oka pressure no fine eyama some ye we there will be a pressure from the opposite side any other and me kai say MPP for the amayasem or Ablekuma during by election and they are using the same thing ewo akwetia say omo majority so that obetumi yusu no de ebiemo e de akote and omo painti omanpanyin to say oye greedy or you're selfish or no beko biem me gide se enunti na ama wo Singapore mpo na on ba fie no we bie na no wato nkra se me nko biem no e ho mene ne ya adwen na emom de bibi so osi obe focus and its focus e wo physical disciplines
say onko biem nti no
exactly obe hwema e ho na e ya me de because wo man panyi a no he's not being greedy. He's not on share the opposition e more kan ya de na so obehwe e magana sikasem atetia pansan abaya abesin kono omugya ahokoye na because of how omo manage economy ninti no omo suffer humiliating defeat no na se papa yi say me be focus na matutu sikasem a enkoyie wo maimu na mama government revenue akosro e ho no me bo mampanya baso na emom me kasisi bia say onfo ose enye oyo so wan fo ose anya oyo na se da bia ne kasa ne yetra enu na omma yemu bia hoden ene MPP fo ahoden despite ewudi omudi edi o my darling na omunya anu e de kasa etu defend ewudie ne katasehye ne krono a omo boy in the past years no omunya it so man panya fan you anya yes sir he will be a laughing stock because eja corruption a work system imu corruption e course so even MP immediate past government no na ayana NDC for ho ye me nwanwa kakra omo for the past 8 months me who any seriousness in fighting corruption from their side
sir
and cause omo we serious and ka me nya Kofi and go to me sorry metena he no e me kasa
ade
say down no me be ka asem bi wa ha about NEP in sensem Kofi so onima say mbacho
Yes, I'm going to kind of.
I said we are no way we are no.
You see, yeah,
me
7 years don't come home. To Robert can be out. Whatever you say, yes, Robert can be out.
Say and can Kofi we and this if we near Brese. We be focusing on physical discipline. Now we be fighting corruption. Sabi. Sa national service ghost names yeah. They shouldn't tell us say it follow procedures law there court there and rather it follow I don't know when it clear their whole evidence my investigation mohu me ya Kofi na pasema make I don't I am na me my typical example e me ja wo kwa ka chem say some we won't say that me na make I just show primaries tama honorable John Kumatias nyame mfa ne crancy leak ghost names from NEP. Oh, Kofi, man, come and say me. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. No, NEP is a government institution. To me, can't share me say because I said no court.
So court
exactly. So who to me can't share me say because I'm in the constituency.
Also defamation. Yes.
Also obi eliki no. But there are people in the list. I'm want to see can be indeed. And it is the same situation. Ahead of private.
It was a useless allegation.
Allegedly.
It's the kind of court to be the fact said yes, see, just so no, interesting para eba.
I want to give you a someone. What are you talking about? It is someone can fix it. Because you want defamation. For defamation court. Asama obi aka anya no kwa de ne kokko to bi mo ya sa wo ma hwe na ntihwe
eja so
me pacho say wo de jano me ne wakwa me de be fa so a asaba ko se de so na make say asam no se wo court de a ene mo ma yenyan na koso bu asam no wie a se ekobenkumo se konifo ni agina so e de yenkomo no
corruption be there
enya no nko a onim say green rich housing project boy now dey buy no and the NEP say issue no so work
it's a court a
corruption cases pendia yes government no o focus na me de say Kofi will be say candidate eba your friend say ebe easy ama Mahmoud Bawumia no waba the evil in a very easy amano no
obi na eka
obi fact
ayo obi na eka sa na yenim se efre no obi na eka
listen na me come as
obi me aka sem bia ato ye wala chamati
disrespect what disrespect
me aka sem bia ato so
say
my example
disrespect
my example how did I disrespect my example
me da say
aka sem bia man improve
me
Kofi pacho Kofi we na
wo de jai me
Jano
Kranshowa wonim mesrem bebre ma hwe na e be pon tempa
oh
yes
what I say your mama kasa o no kasa ma
ayo kasa ma ni nyina so e be na man kasa ma ni nyina so o kasa ma fa nyina so bra
nti e be yi Kofi Efi studio ha
ayo me da say moderator me da say
interject what na me interject you
nti yenko nti no wo hwe mampeni mahama boss o ma biu na ehona na wa yi wa say on fight corruption
yeah nti o mampeni mahama ba na on ba biu no all African games omokonua aduane millions of dollars no ehon so onhwe no on fighting my corruption because some of these money no say wa enka eja development bebre akoso there are so many developments because of corruption sikedie eni bra na wo MPP munti no project bebre mo ntumi anwie agenda 111 na covid ba ya eni no omo rush say yesi hospital 111 now can the other hospital they can build upon they can just superimpose any other but because na your per cut your per percentage into say a whole new contract near the contractor near your cut frame into going forward no ban for say a be
okay
the alternative no enye Mahmoud Bawumia say near your papa abet Kofi abet na ha all kano it's never Mahmoud Bawumia because even within their own party omutumi na emi we sin na mo na emi we sin na me bi so ade na do Mahmoud Bawumia nko aso mo say the 16 evil deed
okay
and ma wa ye wa fa me de kama sa mesrew
okay how they can wasam ba na say e obi asam na wo
obi asam the party no mo na ba ye nti me de kama sa
me de was for me simami
looking going forward no me de meka che Ghana for say ye nyina ye ma ye nimbie
okay me that
say na ye cultivated the habit of looking up for a third force
okay
say the third force ba NDC omo metna ha enye ehwenhan say corruption enkoso without fighting it or bringing people to book
okay.
And the MPP so enye sa boldness nka say ye disika as we still have the gut to talk
me that say me see wo me that
because Kofi interject me
that say bebre crunchy me that say
o come one say me busa evidence
me that say
now
60 minutes
Alan
mami
ko Facebook o to me post
for example bro for example bro
Kofi
criticism
yahwe akwatia by election mo say monye convinced
ma me nye we quick one
baby o edu so e sa kan ni ego
me pacho munya me na me yama anya sa maka se apon no be so nko
eja we dey
munya me na me yama juma again na koso akwatia nti amount press conference mo say NDC the tax mo communication director and a yes press conference and say NDC for 3D tax mo your press conference mo hia baku security preparation towards the by election no mo nenye ho again na koso ho a e ma mutu bitu na mo atubi bu ma no kan be etisa
ne eja
yes sir
before some
go fi mama 5 minutes
metimi di be yi afianse me bia no
ma 5 minutes
wow time
all right me da see o say MPP for person omoje kickbacks into omo ye agenda 111 eja MPP hospitals are ya ba ban ye no aye wie start to finish e bro graduation 60 aban bia anya bi me ka two term governments say NDC for say omo ye rodo omo mra ne ye mo listing
mo ye maku 60
yes akontombra bogoso elubo mpoho nsuayem list we me na me ye Dr. Nsiasare list oye ya ojeje from infrastructure Ministry of Health
aye hospitals are operational
yes
operational 60
yes akon metima boboni nyina so manya tolon sola bupe bamboy swami twede sabronum drobonso manso kwanta emem nkwatia kwaben list no is all over ntinya no kre the other okofa covid ba ye ne ye yare na ba ye do na omampani hu se atoronchim ye tu ye emergency services anake hia o district level no hospitals ni bia ho den na anye den anu ho nti ene hospital kese na oba me kuro masante achim kono ho ebi wo ho no yenye bisa e wo ba bia se de be ya
nti ye hwe hospitals a obo boss bibia obo boss yi nyina no mako anku 60 no eti sa agogo government hospital
It is a
hospital.
And the mission hospital.
Mission hospital. It's hospital. Must see. Makumaku 60.
Exactly.
Oh, Ghana.
Yes.
Operational.
Yes. But ye do bono e trochimo ba bi nti do be ni nwanam keka nsem ni bi. Ansa na ye be kan say agenda 111 no ye nye se de be ya omo munya hospital ba bi wo ha na clinic health center. Ne kase ni nu district hospital. Na ye bam. Na say adwuma de started in 2022. Now started you in 2022 hospitals maku 111. That way we are bone. NDC
for by.
Yeah, you nyina you started nyina.
The agenda 111.
Yes, you started nyina but e be a various completion rates. E bo 80%, e bo 90%. Am say be 3 to 5 na etimi wie. I need the
your operational as you speak. Your agenda 111. Maku me say your operational.
Yes, you bia no. Operation na be ye ne de elusu power. Right after commissioning it, in the NDC for some of the nurses and doctors come on Koyajuma. It is a year account do it here for the room there account or buy a coffee. A beer near marketing kitty na ese or maybe out the table and for better soon because you. And any other hadrin. I say a true manager. Almost unconscious near it. It's a crack, say corruption to the agenda. A need any necessity in the buy. Offer a year a koi. Ablikumano of ye koi. A mantia omkudia, Casambre or 198. I am a me kumsianse na omo boy a deputy organizer and no nkwan say say ni hu say police for issue statement say ya try o man for mu foni ameto ho say court be na edom ko say kwadu be na edom bo mu yenim judgment rekora nya mai so o man yekata so mo so mi hu a MPP tiktokers a o nya hwe obu ha was life or 400,000 followers and obi ba so be kan bibia nse so kan nipa na kan wa man na twa san a video e disclaimer ye de nanim beto the handcuff gu ne nsa gu nanim asase bi se bi wakuku nipa se obama ye se o meboa video bi a wode to ho ne mfanya hwehwe mu mo akeke na o meye no ye ransake ni fie Rambo Star e de ni kotu mu de handcuff gu ne sa de ni be gu police page e hu kwan ye fa so bu ye deputy national organizer Joy FM journalist hu kwan ye fa so ye brutalizing ho ye ma me ho kumsi hu ye sa amrante no mu di sa nyam pranse no mu mfoni wan adan na mu de police for issue statement e wo mu so no mu fa meto o mu page na nye hwehunu ama ye nwanum bia aka enti ye ba apa we no obahu so bia ye bibi ni achena na MPP ni NDC for ye ma ye nchi o mo hwa branti ya okotata nurse yo Ridge Hospital ya ene ye ra kan dati committee on person o mo de katasu committee a wote ye no wa amfre nurse ni nankasa ye bono no doctor o twere medical report mo copy ha wa amfre no enti gidie na wo state institutions no ko wo hwa anti vigilante atene ye de bai o mampani na branko kufuado and I disband your vigilantes. And so you will be power. Burger bulldogs, invisible forces, data forces, you will be power. And a same ranch, a from money among from. Now, democracy and Yanisa. Any jai bibia. And then, Momo by a marsh quine, ama, Momrantia could discern and press away. 80 say your penny for cancer, and that's what Mudican because so far police for no, and ye the Abema GDA upper system. When say this in the do so back I was west go. At least you set up committee. Issue white paper. Bibia security people and omko yes area no. Nti say office say security ni bi wo ma ye hu say wa ye bibi na nye na say ye punish na. We ya ban ye continue utimi beto aso. Ye
hwe sa na ka me misa wa simbia wa aya wa so west. Odi aba mu de ma me misa. The then commander in charge of that operation no. And I say in charge of that by election no. I say san krofo na ekọ ho no wonim wo mo. Wo ba bia
Nkofo be no ni won.
One more assistant ade course ayawaso weso gon no. He doesn't know them.
I don't know about this report you are talking about. I don't know about it. But
he was a then mechanism.
The minimum say
mechanism about you. Nim
say report no. Abani to one.
Then say report no recommendation man find adwuma.
Recommendation be no.
Me short commission report no. And man find adwuma say the branch na mufia.
And I say are you privy to the recommendation? And I say am find adwuma. Eh bia security for say national security form ko ne bia yom say it is a preview to ABCD wom and I bia won say I recommend the 3 na 2 ya nye bia na wetimi aka ba sa na
kakra me kai I stand to be corrected though say some of them ni any bi wo ho a criminal until they must be arraigned before court, must be prosecuted.
And Americans say abani di dwumadie no to the best of her ability as a government.
Then
yes, so free say we are buying na se wo aba se de mo aba mo cheche TikTokers yi na se bibi wo mo na ntwe ye na beto so na wato aso na nye se wo se wo be reset because bibi akoso previously ankoyi wo be ye ni ye na mo de wo ba wo do ani si MPP fo nko aso
kai se na sen
na NDC fo ya de ayenche wo
Donald Trump we bi ma bi onya 50 years ko kan se onya Donald Trump obekunu ya che na convicting US.
Yes, me no ya dwen.
Ahon democracy na yesi yesunsua bi nti wo ko o ma ye so many years ko no.
But enchire se
asemo nipa no ko kan ye no.
Yes, me no ya dwen.
So say a threat to the president nti wo ma chiu
But
nipa ko US for enye dede mfa ho omo nka ho asem say ewura na de o ye na ye na saba na de o ye.
Ewura na o kan sa asem no. Ko na ekoche na me kufuso ka me ntena ha independent. But yen ye wura AY no che no. She only happened to be on the live. Okoye na o se o mo bo video no chere no. Na o se me egwani hwetwi na me kan no. Na fa compare twi na nipa na kan say yamia foolish case nipa hu no ma che na akogina ho enso ko say the NDC for di ye wura enough tongue women organizer ya yira ho mudi na tem say si so na kan sa asem no na ofa we nyina beba na ye kutupa a NDC for share Kevin Taylor e ma ne kan sem boni o wi ase nyina fa Ghana mpanifo ne ahemfo ho ene ma enkrofo so ahoden say sa afidin tintan wo tete so abroche na kan sem de atimi ka fa ahudi but enye we condemn it. And then, almost the national security, Akofani through airport, Abeman protection, through their so-called judiciary reset, or Macleno, I Kevin Taylor Bonnie in a paper, said with the Impenifor Temanya, or Tertia him for, so obey your Bonia. Video no go, I mean, to me, crying come her. Similar to said Okanya, a branch and a kind. It's your facade, and say, party phone me in our condemn. Na ya nyem fa to ho ankyere yem aburu ni se enya abekoso saa because obi a yafa ne ho adi 8 years
se ekoso pa ekoso baby se fa kora na efa odipa ne kasem bi ya yasem bone kora na mo threaten na busuafo threaten na chima ene mama aye no kofo ne yesa ne mani nyina
I condemn it because omo ye na bi musua bet enye se obi ye na de na otebruchi na de be hyeme me wi asade am pa ni ntwato so ene asisi I will not take it. It's a fancy comedy. And then the fault is all your life. No be ba ho be kan se ho. Eja wo ti hoyi. Mete ha na me kan se ho a. Obe issue disclaimer.
Yes. Me ma platform na se bia manya hu bibia de tiene se yes saman wa ye be saman.
We dey dance here wo ho sa branch here.
Me amete so no so.
Ono ankasa ba abonte be part one personal apology. Wa ni di atem. Me kasa ka atem didi odi antimi nkanti ankasa mo nto no so. When you did them, I dare say okay. When you did them,
so be
yes. Obi ba na live so as ti. Ejati hui. Se me ba ha na me ka sama enim. Na se eja ka kire me se me ntwensan. Na se eja nso ko issue disclaimer e despite group free mu a. Eja why you bone? Onye bone. Eti san sem na mo de frafro social media na enu nti no ye ka kura mo me yan kan si se obi so obi o mampani bone na ye boa no. Munya e kan because entisa Kevin Taylor te abrochi di ni se hu ne se bi ya meche NDC for Ghana ha no. Say Kevin Taylor you binti ukwo on Facebook wo enti wo ne ye becho me over 170,000 followers on Facebook wo de ade to 1 minute wo ba na bia nipa be 50 no ma be comment enti so bi be didi o mampani atam na ma hu ni ntam an delete a na no wo de sa so bo ne be bo me no me hu am delete I will issue a disclaimer enti sansem na aban ne ya ene press freedom media na say mo atreo new media ya ba training omo a very difficult
I don't think mo se mo problem about the security no.
Sane de my catch was say ekwan a NDC fo afa so a omo sisi MPP fo ye omo cheche ye nkrofo nkwa
akwatia by election no. What does it have to do with somewhere course so was TikTok here there no yanhwe so.
Enhwe so amede ye ni say omo ye ayawa so west wagon no kra no. Me say yi Abdekumanov kra no. Ya amfo omo nsan abanka bam. Handcuff mu ametu police page anhu manimase. These are innocent young people who were victim of circumstances. Obi ne kofa beka omo. Omo issue disclaimer say
what has that got to do?
Amai enya amfaso bia enso TikToker aban fight TikToker enso ntimi fight obi a otietia former minister se. Obi obojo
FM. Sampanyin for nipa nwotwe a ye ka omasemi. En ochina an e be sentence wo mo. Nti ankaden bio na nka opesa nka oman ne ye.
Ye twa sentence beba no. Enti me ma example no say omo de misdemeanor a omo nya dance ekwenti a omo kra no. Ye chi omo tum.
Let's look at the fast rate
ye chi omo tum fast. Ye ma omo ye de omo say gugu hanko. Won say the NDC ni bi say gugu hanko fum. So wakoti obi na ase.
And the hanko for gonza.
Omo bi. Nya na me ma example say TikTokers omo nya hwekra ye omo bi no. Eja no chere say ba. Yes.
TikTokers omo MPP for.
Of course, omo MPP social media communicators. Of course.
Anything on beche. I am say me hu say TikTokers.
Anything on beche.
Sa TikTokers ni MPP for dia me da say.
Anything on beche.
Me da say mama me hu no me sa. Me Mr. Tifrusana Debbie. My memory was near share. Sa press conference omo ye no press conference omo say NDC for a training tax. Sorry. Womo edekwa basabasa. Ewo akwetia eno achi nso omo pese police fo no commanders ebeda area bia no omo fomudi mre MPP as a political party. And police for the United so be using the tag for quick identification. So there will be soon fan home mubi. And they demands no no. It's not legitimate. 7 minutes.
By election there, these are some of the things a PP. On my press conference, or my demand and maybe. Omudi because a biesida. And now omudi demand certain things because true because MPP for Nankasano when they were in power they did a lot of things. Yakoba election be brave we huni sisi ye ayawa so west wagon omwa ba bontia beka se ni esi ye nyina na ye papa brand champion shase ye omwa no ma beka nyame na ma beka nti they also think say akwetia no omani anya din a NDC for ebe shase but me bisa asemo MPP almost need trust police mo need trust police be protect akwetia by election. Now maybe say can why na me protect it? Is it not the police? Police no wo homa obia any citizen of Ghana. Police wo homa obia. But MPP acquire party bia omankasa they are not law abiding. Until all the time no they want to find fault with everything irrespective of idea no wo ye ni ye kra enye ono MPP ni a o ye ntino enye and that is their tuban wafa woni me say yete hey omo party office road no ya block is this me no ka say road na enka party office no ho no law abide na make na ebi nie enkofo fa ho
kasa na kasa o
enkofo fa ho ekọ adwuma e fa ho ko didi wo akire ho no omo block road ni sisi ankofo complaining e wo social media all because obi be line ko submitting the forms me hu ya na forms ya submit wo office inside na we are wagina wo show ho na wo no nkofo akasa wo inside na road they belong to all Ghanaians obi afa so no what do we pay me I don't think it's all my pay me I don't know but I don't think so people will not complain like that on social media you are complaining bitterly into your best your friend say MPP yeah nipa ni by election no they should allow the system to work omo allow system no enye adwuma
na so bo complain bi I want to be voice out
na me ka say omo di ka so omo say police for omo badge mbra omo fa we mbra anya hwe ni nyina omo fa nko but I don't think say it's going to change anything say ma police enko protect aba no it is hard time I say you have confidence in the police. The fact that what position doesn't mean so all the time no you should rebuke whatever the sitting government is doing. Say enye wunti no eye papa mpo a o se enye it your best MPP omo ma somdwembra because these are some of the utterances and some no man kitinkiti we ya omo start exhibit here e de basabasa ye ba no because or they share the party mu trimu say NDC are in bed with the police therefore we don't trust them. We shouldn't be so because na police never be protected. You can't never go fix it protected. It won't work like that. And again by election now omo kono eja me did say we need bibia ye wo why you shouldn't go there men ko ho na nkofo oye ni anase basabasa ye bia ma ho almost obi training nkofo task force so say there tax for akọ obekom no man no mo training ye ni kromo hana time aye ko 2016 election omukwachi ya papa Captain Koda so training nkofo bi wo
yes o training nkofo
o training wa kofa South Africa wo bi abese nwuamu training omo. You see, so they have traits of such incidents training people Enti akwaya te say me pese me ya ade ne mo pese me di show bi ansa so that any mama so
sa na wo pa
sa na me pa che no be komu no no mo na training nkofo de nkofo foforo aba ho because all no right now they want to activate their vigilante people invisible forces and yeah, looking at what happened at Ablekuma North in 18, they want to activate all these people to come on board because first me who say blue army bia wo but you who green army no the blue army e ba ye who
imitation
aha no mete ha na me beka ba tell you say the guy has his own style of campaigning with the motor and the street people you rebuke me wa ha MPP ni but at the end of the day we do you no mo so the motor do omuso yet the same thing enti again na mean to me say for all you know kra no omu no mu training nkofo enti ye besre MPP omuma peace emra omuma peace say government no ya ade na say nya ye nyina ye beka but for now no sebi aba no kra ye nkoto ye anayato ye nto ye but they are trying to find fault na me bra Kofi kan na o ka TikTok of asem I'm very disappointed in Kofi. So we be shield such utterances from Nkofo.
It doesn't relate to this.
What creative platform? Enka ehona nkasa no mo kasa no enka so rebuke.
Oh yeah.
Because
you don't even know. You don't even know. The video is there.
Asamba ho no.
Oh yeah. Kofi, why is your disclaimer?
Kofi is not helping things here.
Man they do baby amane
against one.
By in capacity as movement and NDC and UNPP.
Enti sa utterances na urban it's hard time yes discipline or more yes because akwaya to say this social media no I say it's doing more harm than good to our society any youth no more oba wonim aya na ya me nwanwa say aya no mu refi say bia omo bekwa akopɛ visa ana bibisa sometimes we do why you to me tracy wo social media account ehwe asama wo ka na omo de agina so ye de bema anasa ye mfama enti wo Kofi a wo be educate enkofo anasa wo nuanom say wo hwe ye
blame an innocent person
wo hwe ye na mo terrace anano na say o rank Ghana say peace as from dia ye wo man
because then this room money
eswati because ye hwe ya no kasa fi because so be ku
Kevin tell kutupa
na yiriti
kutupa na
and so and I am the say Kofi and watna ha no ka say omo ye MPP TikTok
of course
omo ye MPP for into mo na mo show mo echi MPP for
na won ka
na etu omo ka emo mo sika etu omo ka so mo social media na mo kodi o mampani atem oye ade gwe sa fante comedy small boy yo sebi onam ho asebi asa ne ho kran fa no and so to me the honorable hopes na do ya tem and then the year
atem did you want something African
what you say
Kofi
enka in a nation no enka ye traditional people enka wa kwala no anu ntia panyin
na we yenye
but because of amemu aye na politics aye yenti no akwala na kasa tia panyin a enye Kofi me pa chaw eja uko tete no na MPP sa de we ni mu kufu abreso no Jacob Echebi lamtemu abreso na sa kasa fi no kasa wia then Kofi will come and sit here Asante Achima gogoni ba wa betena ha ni we defend omo ye TikTok say you omo kan ti omo kan enyetwe but eja we have to start from somewhere and end somewhere and you be bia na e politicize it someone ye previously and am feel say ye tata omo na mo di ye obi a at this time you know you started from baby near baby it is hard time I say you started cultivating your moral values as Ghanaians and as traditional people it is amu kojina screen so na mo kaka se fi mo dey say obi adwuma mo all in the name of Kofi Nankasa to oye bi Uko ni social media, Facebook.
You don't know the difference between criticism and attacks. Remember example so Ajara would enter me man. Me know the better.
Because there was a time of Kesia
personal issue that personal issue. Why you there to my
you
can't take criticism. You don't know the difference between criticism and attack. Say social media, I have my standards.
Okay, me that. TV so say am yahwe but me am yahwe and crofo comment bi ne ne bi crofo post to da I for yan ye wo fia yan ye adwuma wo fia ha ho no betumi a pesa bebre but
me ma se ma be so kan
me dey see enti
me no it is in the victim. It's as simple as that.
Kakali me that.
It is even now can say what is in the you attack my candidate and I attack you and then you come inside disrespect you. What is not true? I don't know can know the problem.
I'm muting my
mic. I don't trust the police. I don't trust the police, you know.
They don't just
say power party or power more and I say wa ben more you who say they are the friend of the police omufia ben more the police are their enemy akoso akwa no be make reference be about Abdulkumanov so say crofo ko buruburu crofo tietia bi ma ya se ne ne ma tete sa ya che nwotwe ya ma mu bail ya be convict wo mu ya sentence wo mu ochena ayewa so we so go no ya nchi nipa ba kompopo not withstanding the recommendation from the committee we did say the esi ko no ebebo ayen say mokra mu yesi mu trade tax mu trade etutrafo and press conference mo kan ade na mo yesa
eja question ya obi sai me de pa chese we ask yesi etwitwa mimini ana ye kan say etwitwa osro ayana ebine MPP for issue yo omuti wo makori kwakotire ina afia soso omodaye nno mo hu so mo ko so mo ba medi kan say NDC for ye bosi o ye makra ye nsuro ye call ye Friday say as enough as for by election o say ye the ensaka MPP ni bi so at the end of it my boss Sami Jenfe ni Basanta lo mo attack you omo ahe for na ye NDC for na koye but ye mfi omo
Kofi why you like that
oh Kofi hu ye me wan me patcho mo ye ni we mfi
we kasa
me oya me bro so na for me ma bono
for the violence here
me also be catch
ni fason so
NDC for the violence here
e be do one time
e be do
otro for the dance violence here
ye ntwe no bia ye pay for crack during last week and weekend ni ade eja TV
Debbie.
O te say yakoka nsembone bi wo ho.
Debbie.
Nso MPP ye ya omatiko mo so omatiko abafo nkutupan. Me ente kasa wo krom ha. O say ade no mo nim so mo lusu big time. Ina ko mo nya ya na omo pese omo de central way ye papa we from Tamale Central we debate ye ina amfa.
I say omo nko bi.
Omo nko no na amfa. Enti no omo pese omo ya na omo base ni hu se ye bibi anya no crap people fu amo wo akwatia eni MPP fu nyina amako support mo hu se mo nkrofo no omo ni mu amo okwan bi aso omo nim se omo kware enti yenye dede yemfa we mfam na ya se ye kan NDC fu ko hwehwe aye enti no ye nkrofo na ama meto aba o ko election anya do or die o election ni se ba ko be wini ba ko be lusu san lete inti wunim say wukoi me ko mom ho modern anfa me ni say me koy ma anfa wo be say we use tactics bi a enfa omo ye de adada omo base no keke no maka say NDC for your omo bibi nti na ye ntimi ankwankopi ankwankoto abenya no kre omo okwan bi aso si ye ka say omo di mercenaries backroom ha be train omo ni attacks e train omo a ene na ye MPP for ye hu aya waso west wugon ono na kofa bai me nka ho asem anka me nka ho asem there are issues mostly I don't even like mentioning them especially twemu a but we be bai e be ka ho asem kire say mo bad and evil records a sitting MP was slapped there when etimi ye ni bibie a national officer Edam Agbana I know oya honorable omo bo no when na ye obi bibie mo set up committee man crofo team nu e ma omo per diem e ma omo allowances just to sit down and to waste our time white paper buy omo timi implement it was journalists implement anka sabi eja wonte anka mo hu bi anka mo be because meaning say mom you are always on top of issues ne when na mo say ne when na mo hu na ne when na mo timi report it mo timi anya hwe when ni na afa ne ho koi ene most oti ha ka TikTokers asem atem didie fita Kevin Teller on find a card in church or MPP no krom
any idiot
Kofi the patch Kofi there no many
any idiot na Kevin Teller
be patch o obi akasa obam
obi akasa
amko below
debi enye wo na be chere de onka enti ono kana se wi na se ka be
Kevin Teller MPP ni o problem
intibitio
what you say TikTokers aka hwe atorenche mato Ghana sebi abaifo mpo ehye omo this MPP for abaifo a omo ade anya omo fe a omo ni ma de papa omo kura hye omo atorenche mato Ghana for e ma nipa da sani timi koi fa fu we si enya yanka sitting president ene ne yere e kire kwan kura yen nya ya ye betwa omo minim ni yeti ha hwe ye wo so to one of executive wo ho and on them so akoka say election now ye kono so big Jimmy will face them will deal with it me say omo chain so them so to omo
pato so jail in 4 years
omo jail in 4 years how many other so them all ye ba ye you know because ye court na omo den ko na ye jail in
800 ministry no mo
why in omo timi ejelin no e wo MPP those times omo ke kan sama sabi na mfa so ni na nyansa ni ye kono ye omo doing somebody no omo ya they covered it up in this country ye decided say we should let go because na yen ya join say ye bu oban na asumdwe mra because o conforce oman say ya sabi ono so timu bi ye nyina ye te oman mu say mo ye obi a me botu awu Kofi a wo ye MPP ni aminimu former appointee wo so bi NDC ni akwa TikTok no see enchi wonku a mbe metena ha ka say me dana na so wuti ha na so wo defend ya I am disappointed like my sister said you have done wrong you said wrong and you should admit it
Kofi
no mo che no ntimi I won't allow you to say that yes I'm che wrong person yes go on kabi you no kan ntimi mental ha ma ntwa ntron to me so no we have all condemned that
me say I'm disappointed in you and you
disappointed in say my support will be it is not true you no kan
Kofi me
that wrong person and I will not support it one day you can
I will not support it so it means Kofi knows the people so Kofi
can tell that abroad ni say won ya nkochi obi for the
CID
for no ekopo voice ni kan kwala no meche o
knows the people who said the thing
you go me no voice and me voice na kan so no mo
TikTokers or me MPP
because they wrong yes they arrested the wrong people yes
so go and bring the right
obi kan na sem no obi e me di hom mfifire I will not accept that.
Make us a CID for Kofi.
Yes.
Also you know.
I'm here. Oh, they can come.
So
they from going to invite you. I don't know. I'm invite mama.
Because I don't think I'm saying
voice na can say no. Yes, our voice no mo cheno because nipa no mo cheno e ni trip kranye. O kan say so. O kan trip
Kofi was so
we defend no because I wrongful arrest.
Kaka limit you.
Wrongful arrest. I will say it 100 times.
CID for mu ti Kofi ni microphone. Omo invite him. Omo mbese. Omo chere omo. Na you the right people. According to him, they are not the right people. But some me create a platform. What for me Monty 3 example. My boss Akogan that day for some strange reason I listened to that way. Akogan never said anything wrong. He never said anything against the judges. But the fact is, say, me and Sangati studio, and a host who's so heavy, he went to jail for that. Now, will be a platform. We saw the video. We heard the things they said on it. A trainer wants some buy, I'm a boy, boss, Sammy Jeffrey. Because I will not forgive you for that. Honestly, then all the ayo. Say onu na nko na wo se wo yanka yechi wo kra ye nimu enye TikTok anko bi animu wo bia. But this is a national executive of the party in power. Secondly, a CEO of a big institution in this country. You don't about for man. Thanks to Sammy Jeffrey. How can you even wish evil for people like this? And then me come say bay from po. A torrent me see you president free one say say oh papa you didn't buy the president and then you free man you be ma o ma me akwa president na so some of these issues we should not even entertain let's know ma me can way na me your corrections be about oh there be amore
o your correction about them
God body mpatcho ma me fa we ntwem
say dey
almost say dollar na any dey so can say dollar na cost from into no almost ka ho chop. Of course, we are saying that to turn your man say no man jesia e be affect obi kakra negatively e be ba ni nyina mo e ni papa mu ntia obi so seseka and gold board because of dollar na aba for me me boss Sammy Jeffrey oseseka no omo de kakra ka ho mo say na be ya e communicate wo ho aye it's MPP for e omo kan ade no mo ntia se no mo communicate me da se be kakale me da se be na wo defend me ma
yan they see a rich Dr. Tinkran Chum and answer and is it Tinkran? Tinkran. Is it Tinkran Chum? Yeah. Okasa wobra basawa say ni see e wo regional na o describe o said ye ewura na ye say ne ho kan ye no ekoba ye ntie na fi ye ntie reporter committee no so de kwa no wo so no musika na fire na ensemi so piepie wa chiri ba de enfa be 5 minutes and discuss asab na fi sorry
Oba for me ala
My name is Kofi in this.
Kofi disappointed.
Miss representation.
Na ya hwe me pa so say video ni ready there na ya
Miss representation can some man no call them. Can I say that?
Kakali sa basawaso mu si esiye e wo regional we start no so when I start also first okay until you do so
deputy moderator
men pensis here so won pensis
mommy
onya dislocation nurse na call ye no me nsa hwan onya dislocation me nsa we hwan ntina so hwa e da slinge mu no obu pia na hwe form no da nipa 8 was 4 efi na chi 2 efi na won anim ana omo bo no absolutely nurse na call ye no me nsa hwan onya dislocation me nsa we hwan ntina so hwa e da slinge mu no obu pia na hwe form no da nipa 8 was 4 efi na chi 2 efi na won anim ana omo bo no absolutely.
The committee also visited the nurse in question, the rotation nurse, Ms. Chocho Rejoice, who was alleged to have been physically attacked and was receiving care at the hospital. When the committee visited, indeed, we saw the patient in bed. The document available to us from the medical record, as I already said, had no indication of fracture or dislocation of the said staff. And he has received some psychological support as well. The committee
no and the one sent by the one of the recommendations been so by the best near can once na assemble come kan ye mame and share no naka yamfa no basis I bet to me e de yan common kakra e fa de esi ye no ho na wo mo kire se mfidi a e wo ho a wo mo de be ye adwuma no fidie ni nyina x-ray machine CT scan MRI wo emergency department wo no na ni nyina enye adwuma nti ema wo mo hwe no be hwe patient no e delay kakra nti eno e committee na se bi omo de tuja na fe omo sankasa fa security ho say security for ho no so no na omo so abako tumi etena ho for I would say 12 hours nti from 6 to 6 na bibi enti enra committee ndom report aba hu ne say nsem so epiepie e wa chire
ya mekwa me hu bi eja sa hospital issue is a lesson to yinina because akoye to say sabi a time will come say me pekofi kra na me nya MPP ni nti me nya no sisi asa na eko e wo yedwuma mu yes a time will come wonya affiliated to a certain same political party wonya kunu boy kra na say girl kra wonya bi enu bi na ekoso no this rich hospital issue as me see Minia Raf in the beginning maybe bikuno because sabi so obi yarea the person is at his or her lowest point in life ohia sumdwe ohia komu ye e dey meditate won say to heal impono a psychological way to heal it is how corner called distracted okoye dede otwi phone eko video normal e koso a me fi say ho Raf no ankoye wanye ni ye. Now, Yambra nurse ni so. Reporter according to committee no about out no. Eja ehu on the side of the nurse. Say yes sanity a nurse ni no mibisa otumi da. How is she feeling? Say eja wo betwa ntro. Atu obi so in front of the whole nation. And these are some of the things eja enkofo at the prison we are innocent because of obi intra otwato no so issue ba ye na ye rebuke Raf ne action no ba na kan nurse ni no adan na so ba bonte be ka se menya fracture ye pia me bo ye pia jade bo me ba CCTV camera ne ba out na ja CCTV camera na ba out no so wo hwe ni ye pa wan fa ne san kan nurse ni mpo and the nurse in question po no gina nchen enye onumpo na wo try po say obepre no enti eba ne san na nurse ni a wogina nchen asata na wo she pink dress wotumi eba na je wonsa na ye de chichiri wukom na wotumi fabricate sa story no e de kire oman no na oman no so agidi to the extent that one more organization agidi ye eko man phone kra ni sika e admitting wo hospital eta na chi say kose we pradodo kose. This is sheer wickedness. And I just say some of these acts and of course we hospital and anopena me can say these kind of nurses are nurses or mutumi tomba.
They didn't know what kasa. Say odo na e woni video mu no nim say dey say ye nefa.
And me say you say you can according to the committee when you video actually according to what the committee said the report. Nti anu na me gina so dey aka asem. Committee ne say fracture be any with video. On sambu ye dislocation be any. Such a person ukwa na sakwa ne ye twins. Na wen take care. Or the crocodile tears be ba begina wani mu say eja oba na wu ko say enso na wa shift back aton back mo bia. It's going on in the
sana wadwene ye o.
Me say such a person can do that because
what to mean kanu say obetumi aye.
Me say obetumi me nka say obeye. It's two different things. Me say obetumi aye. So what to mean lie to a whole nation? Fabricate Emma adenu look real.
So say Raf did this to me. Ne sabe nkumu.
Me say Raf
na ne kasa
no so na we pranensa. E no use ba ko the video ntinya he no the board nurse no. Me base me fact on the report na aba no.
Okay.
Me base me fact. Eneja some of this Tinkwan Epa Bonte Dr. Tinkwan ba Bonte kasa no. Me who said Dr. Tinkwan Rashiye as obia oda ekuano. Enka twen na committee results no embra Bonte. But he made a certain statement eja eye me nwanwa say national security eda so te ho no mo invited Dr. Tinkwan. So what to make us say ya shem wanimu nso or say or the some of the journalists na yanso ayetna ha kasa yi de na ya hye wanimu nso
o say won ba beto o mo na ba o be che so mo ye professionals
o mo ye professionals
o be treat o mo yie
o kaka sakwa
No.
She kasa.
Who so much? Aja, who so omo 13.
Medical expert.
Oh, you don't have to.
I said be yen na ye taxpayers money. And na ye tua, and ye di tua waka. Na so wo to make kasa mo beba abeto ye a. Aja politics inti sa de we koso sister ye ka na asemi a otumi atwa ntro a committee di aba abonti. Wo ko ni Facebook page a strong MPP.
And you know, we can be
strong people.
The lady only works there.
The only lady works there.
We find this one post no. Wait more.
Kofi Manin
Kasa. Na ma kasa manya.
We are sa. Yenye se enru so. Enru so benya kwa kasa.
Parliament correct.
Obia da bi anu parliament. Wo be for parliament na matoto ha. Wo mo ahwe ye ne pe bibia tie fi mu nyina mo. Eti se bi ba o kasa na be ba. O kasa na so bi ba. No yeah, what someone into me kwa bontin. So please, with all due respect, my to her. One more share any baby at TF Munina. It is said, O Casana, O Casana so be back. No, yeah, what someone into me quabonting. So please, with all due respect.
Sir, you better no mona say the Alan Kojochaman teaching. Satam no, na me fee party the mobile ye primaries. Me try there be a me casa me try there. Eja, under no circumstance, sabi me head, and I'm assistant head. What authority say, or be blocking my account, my personal account. All because my mense class. And yes, a class in the crown, my mense a major ne vacanto. My media show being sir. A year woman, no matter no alcohol, wakohe, and Palana, mammy, wakopino, but they block my account. My personal account, I'm a coach training college. Me say, for 2 months, let me to me come accounting. Is it real? All because a nipa no ye in charge, you know. Me ye investigation no na che say wo hwe mu kra no MPP panyin bi na de ne ba ho be ye assistant headmaster with school and that I'm not supporting the candidate it so intimidating me e bi na ekoso no e bi na so it is not only hospital
so this a politics dey ko
no say political way no e take stand in our institution okay. It is hard time we do away with certain things. Some many nani adwinfina yedishe yetemu. So we name a party a sa the brave we yan farm. So we name a party a samba say me question me question putukpa say the MPP for talk kese omuchi omuka omman kofo di nkofo atem no. Sa no man nyina ye say sizi.
Okay.
Me say ye cassette na going forward no so no. So we go hospital. E jana sa okosa ho yare a. We patient bisa questions. Bisa questions ni among wrong dose. Misre. So we go hospital.
I know futu awde ma.
Exactly. Questions. Bisa questions ni among wrong dose. Misre. So we go hospital.
I know futu awde ma.
Exactly. Bisa question na hu nye kwa so wo widie mu. Kwa na se bebre no, just passion for it. Inti akoma na so your best your health facility be no mama recommendation
say
no provide the
one interesting thing I want say according to report in 2023 omo at the contract emadwuma ko bi say on provide sa machines here kan wasemu sa x-ray ni CT scan MRI no on provide bi na so provide we are and she share what's agreement in say aba na omo de ye adwuma no process ebe fi baba no adwuma ko na de machines baba na ebe gimu 80% na hospital na for 20%.
Machines no way
machines na ama but adwuma ko no so a e ka wase no sika no so na wo mo a adwuma ko no so no age 80% no all the time
omo gi 80%
no even though all the machines
so e just make
it say o yoko omo hwehwe mu ntemu ya de
yoko
e be di
akọ omo bet na ho ama party supporters akogu ho e defend and these are some of the things I mean what against MPP share your health facility 2023 which means MPP corruption na akoso say ye dey your life e di agro machines ye dey ama contract fabra omo fa maye and so 80% ne dey ye je na MPP fo nya no nkasa
okay
NDC fo mo te ho e na ma ye ohwehan abe na mo nya no nkasa e na ko fi baba betna ha aye bold e na ka la chairman
example how many
bold when nya
o corruption example how many
me da se report ya eba yi me patch report ya eba yi ene bra sem ni see ye binum say ye drama say the everyone can say na nsa na beti ahwan ena nsa kon so ye ne ya ena say do sikasa ye nyina hu ni nyina na kwabeti so the report ababonti ma meti o
enwiano movement for ni NDC for me dem person ko so ye ni say ya muni nurse for ni nyina atem health workers
no ama na
yi mo wona mo so entimi mase Ghana health workers nurses and doctors omu nyina ye NDC fo asemi ba ye ma follow pa omu nyina they are singing in unison omu nyina from the same hymn book omu nyina abuafu omu ni nye ho aba etu mu na munya dodo NDC fo nurse fo so etuma mo pa omu doso because ya na nkrofo adwa
NDC fo na ye ko bold
entimi mase ye politics because omu nyina abuafu abom makojije medical reporter doctor no hwe ewura no issue ye ene dem anim yeja me be kinkan bi o see interventions doctor ni ye doctor Jennifer ya Mr. Obudan senior medical officer Rich Hospital
kakali mane kan na sam debi ono o mane kan
emergency unit yeah interventions ni ye pain relief
doctor Hwan
doctor ni Dr. Jennifer ya Obudan senior medical officer
ya
any abbreviation
ya
if you are so bit my baby Dr. Jennifer ya then Obudai you been trained na say doctors omo train ya na ehu kakra doctor intervention o train ni o see pain relief cold compress shoulder sling CXR minimum de cro any doctor shoulder x-ray scapular view x-ray left of the end lateral diagnosis polycontusions secondary to physical assault update patient is currently on admission and the date ne kan weja we nya ga na twe o because Ghana
na doctor ni no hwe no say
almost say my kind Ghana Registered Nurses Association greater Accra president or say I mean kind of nature or say when we say polycontusion what do we mean? It simply means that there is a swelling, there is redness, there is pain at the site of the hit.
Swelling.
Yes.
And redness.
I say it simply means there is swelling, there's redness, and there's pain at the site of the hit.
Okay.
And dislocation. Dislocation, no. I'm free medical expert and why are they? Now the area woman say senior medical officer na or share nurse na yes anka committee interview no. They didn't even interview him.
And also have to interview doctor na said the reporter
of course many shock class on the report because on the report na come ntwere and then no yes ko investigate say ya so to nipa na yankasa ko hwehwem said there was a fracture and dislocation that is immaterial
dabi onipa na adem de fa no ho no ose wepira
hoye eja
dabi ose ahwan
onye doctor
mukohwe dabi
metia say obi bo me ha na me kasa ma ha hwan e bia ye me ya ni ntina me say hoye den enti no necessary de kasa
tio
it's an American doctor report
doctor quarantine tinkuran chum kasaya no ose ewura no enya dislocated
I will not use that. Me use original medical report because that time no na Dr. Tinkuran kasaya na emfa running ko share x-ray.
Okay. Inti
medical report e dey run ko share x-ray no say e dey contusion. Contusion no so na machechire mu say swelling, redness and dey. It is a material say obi bobon wachi pan. Am say me say hwan. E dey me yentina me say hoye den. Ehwan no. Yeah, the share X-ray machine when you say I want I read name and I can say a covenant. And there didn't know munya. So I say a condemn action because committee now also can say or man delay the logistical issues no a human interaction and intervention they didn't delay. So what I say now say koye nurse for nyina say in all medical facilities say be ani je ben no mu benya so mo de be adwuma na say obi akọ hospital na say bibia nko yese rope na wan ko hwehwe e bia medical superintendent o han complain an kire no na okofa phone no disi so no okọ live no frame amu 50 say mo mra na yen confront obi because me ba ya kyan hweme a eja enke betima tran mo we are not in a jungle abrante no yes an ya che no kan pipi ni ne ko yes an ke ya che ne de an ko fagu nsa ene na me ka sem no we the minister ko ye na wa tu and then exchange pleasantries because we innocent because onye hwe say eja obi ba eja platform so be kan say hu sabi na say eja koye disclaimer me mbele mu eja say eja na ye enti the union NDC for ne movement for mo ye na nye because and say mo blame mo kan mo nyina bom say politics because NDC for me kwa de mo nkoso sa I'm not talking about you kekeli you nko na NDC ni social media nyina sa no moka almost say politics mimi nua ba bia menim say enyo na ya attack no no amakofa na picture abeto ho dinadama sopa no so ye kohwini na nsemu we se nsemu enso onye hwe ne bone na say we adwuma Rich Hospital hobi and we fellow of the Ghana College of Nurses
na ono enye bibia asam no fa no ho a
enfa no ho enana
denti na wo mo
mistaken identity
sisai
mistaken identity
apart from Chucho picture apart from Chucho picture that
I'm not account because we member of the group at Rich Hospital it's a branch no post to the first no they so Jubilee House e Butros Gali as one o say onie na ehia se mu kutupa sa na o de to no so o so ehia se mu kutupa ana o mama kan so ante ase o mo picture na no so ye de e fa ye no mo de na picture nyina as spread social media nyina say ono no atwa ntro just say the social media ati no one way ya instant justice obe ma sincere enti na ya me say yenya botre no because me say be me kan say yenkoye o mampani bone na say me ni nipa obeti ho na say nipa ne kan say asem na me meje say asobo no mo me ho say me ni afia na say kekeliti ha onipa foforo aka say yenkodi o mampani bone say bintini yemfa nhye say nipa fo enti na mani abra omu blame AY mo na me nye no because omu chi AY no amanfo adwen nyina ne say o na kan say ansemfo no say bi efa o mampani ho eti munya de moye no asemasi nipa no wapra bia se de na ye ne ya no na dwen se dislocation yakotwa x-ray ya hu se enye dislocation yenyi ntum se antwa yie se eho ne tin keke se ho ne wotre keke se na ye no assault is an assault yanka se committee ni nkohwe se nipa no ne nse na buato fo na se
dislocation part of scope of engagement
enti na make se ba bia me
so nipa na sam na oka na ye no kure ana se nya
ba bia me photo na bo aka do committee ne se awura na kasa sem de to no yes o ma interview no Ghana registered nurses
yes say
sana mate
sana oti from the committee and
from Greater Accra Ghana registered nurses and midwives association
open ye hwe bibi
ana masa ati say doctor na o hwe ne first doctor ya maboni din ono so o ma interview no
doctor no tie report o mo de buy you say doctor na o hwe no records a doctor no ebe twere de ato ho say be hwehwe no weni na me hu ye no eno na se egina so ede ye hwehwe mu no ana say ye de the report no to chen na ye san ko bi san question for
Matthew say ba madwen am say ko hu sa doctor report anka at least ke bebam
tie
de me kan e bi
doctor na sama doctor sama kan o see wo mu treatment no o hwe no that there was no dislocation tie committee no sama kan o see although there is a video evidence of a verbal or word altercation between Raf and his colleagues and staff members of the hospital, we are yet to receive any video. Okay, sorry. Maybe. The number said me sure we now. Okay.
Inteja
me but the mama person you can you can you net you support the
madwen ya me say o man hu we because o man ya at least kasa poly contusions na ye doctor no diagnosis ni ka bebam but amam sa no no kire say ho na water keke bruise e bi kura ho anwotre better why red keke bibia sa amam I said the target was to find out whether there was a dislocation or not. So if there was no dislocation, there's no issue. Yes.
The T almost say one. Yeah. In terms of reference, one. The circumstances that led to the alleged delay in providing care for the patient brought under emergency. 2. The events and factors that altercated into an alleged assault of a health professional. 3. State of security at the hospital and time of the incident. And then 4. Number of nurses and doctors who were on duty at that particular time.
You don't say that terms of reference, it was a big vague because one said it doesn't capture the kind of effect that assault na the man nipa no.
Nti na kan no anka so mo hwe mu.
Na say ko mo hwe ho say nipa no assault na ye ni den. But omo kono because say na dislocation about trouble intended than intended. No one na wo madwim. So if there is no dislocation there
the medical report no mugina so dey no. So what can
the
reports are
because Ghana registered nurses and midwives association catch say report here making kan no committee na amfa anya adwuma.
Omo fa anya adwuma wo enfa.
Also man kwaje o doctor no omo ko interview head of department who didn't have this report. That is what I'm saying.
Me pese o de me ba.
Omo boa but omo say na e say ko omo ko interview do share area no instead of head of department. I'm just repeating what the Ghana registered nurses because some hospital will be. It's the honorable account committee no monsa anko no monkoje report no mo hwehwem no mo say e bia ra no e hoye ne ya no se ne nse hwan no na emom doctor yes I say doctor omo twena so Dr. Jennifer ya obudai no say if there is nothing like poly contusions because
yes tie into no sa poly contusion wo church mu say a greater Accra nurse for PRO ne kasa no or say a swelling
exactly
redness and a pain into meaning said there was no dislocation
yes
tie committee no musa some kind say there was no evidence of fracture to a left wrist or dislocation.
Good.
And swelling, redness, pain. Swelling, redness, pain does not mean say when you dislocation.
Exactly, but the same way
also when you dislocation, and the same thing.
But it doesn't mean say nothing happened to the girl.
Debbie, almost dislocation.
I didn't think target near dislocation. Terms of reference, dislocation. No. And I'm saying nipa no so we minister of health we hwehwe ni mu e was a medical report na dey adwuma nipa ne ka say onye dislocation na ya mfa no committee no onye sacrosanct onye nyame
o say
we can critique their findings.
Okay, me that say me
their findings.
O say there is however documentation in the hospital and tell me be say hospital no document in the dey be adwuma ana say doctor no why the report e dey go system no mu no
report na o kan no me obi ma kan ni nyina answer na me ba bibie ne ho mo e kire se o mo ne doctor no hwere na kasa na so mo report there is nothing in it say ko mo ka say nipa na o hwe ewura no ya ko interview na say interview ko ya je ne report o free ewura no o free ni say ne ha ne say diagnosis no
there is however documentation in the hospital documentation in the hospital health information management system Also, there is, however, documentation in the hospital health information management system that the alleged victim, Miss Redress Chuchu Bote, reported her injuries on the left hand on the next day. That is system blah 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 blah, and was further treated.
Good.
And now, internet say, information Iko police station answer be gina so de bibia kwadu no ye gina police report no so
in my opinion no
na ye de investigate ye ni nyina
in my opinion no mo ye sure work na say ko mo do asuko ekoje doctor na nka so hwe o mo no because asem ni si on hwe no first.
Okay, what's the difference between the doctor and kan no and omo report no?
Difference ni say omo focus so say ewra no ni say hwe ya na dislocation and omo say no ansi but doctor no so anka say no si na emo mo say bibi ye
doctor say NC
say impression that one say Awurade bibia anye no because what headline no
dislocation
not of
specifically
and I make can say the fact that we are seeing in dislocation
but you say specifically say dislocation
and I say what kind of terms of reference I can say on ko hwem dey see and can say on ko dislocation
asante no and can say no ba mu
exactly one can say nipa no ko dislocation so why are you focusing on dislocation you are sorting
part of the report
you are sorting nipa na ma ne hwetwi o say any disqualification there okay. Is that what you are saying? That is what is the impression being created outside there. That is the impression being created outside there. And these details that you and I were reading, it is not there because they did not have access to this document. So how can you say
which document?
Doctor, medical report, no?
Report now.
Me say Ghana registered necessary and midwifery association about Bontian because I'm going interview head of department, I'm going interview no. No mujina so dey report. Come on ko interview. Doctor no here ran.
Documentation no be kan wasam na hwan document.
HOD na enu asem.
Debi. Omo se tie.
Na documentation dey no we kire say doctor no here no.
Say. Documentation in the hospital health information management
but one kind of source of the information.
Na one kind of source. About to be the information be for about be wura.
Na make can tell say na hospital na so. Ghana registered the nurses midwifery association abeka bonten say information if free HOD ho
and authentic
in free the where run ho
and authentic
it committee in make am kire so omo boa they should tell us the source of information am there
meaning say
computer for your wade be friend garbage in garbage out input a be nyana na be nyana so process report
and meaning say their HOD so whoever what kan ye no the report head na dey buy no enya no kore
enya say enya no kore but HOD no ate sema na be report edema no beka no enkoye se obi a wono nka se free awura no ahwe no a wode na hye extreme report ye writing based on extreme report
and the report no kind is not the same thing.
It's not the same. The fact say nipa no anya dislocation in chese hwe anye no.
Okay, me da say my
it's as simple as that. Yeah boss na say one prayer na chese mo osum
me da say
simple.
Me nim say report no the committee ne ka say awura na empra na bia just say amona na
they are silent on it.
Or say there was physical attack our report no mu
silent on what happened to her.
When you said you know you share the leadership of the GR for instance the Dr. Tim Kwenchum beka ye say do sikasa ne said the sikoye any said the Ghana for binumu so kafa any said the health workers no bi so kafa no we are gradually creating some kind of tension bi mistrust bi our patient health workers in temu a ensese ma no duro baby aduro no wonyi ne se nkakra no ye de otan bi eto ye ho ntemu a anka ensese eba ne saa
aja
mame
me de minim se health workers omo ye ebusuafo ebi ye maame mo ebi ye papa mo ye ne omo na te ebi wo ye fie me health workers wo me fie bebre I have an experience. I was at Ridge Hospital. What I say? See, I say if you want to even go into some of these things, you know, and can hospital cry, you wouldn't even want to go. It's me meeting one wager. Say I walk come here. Me couldn't go hospital. Me train.
Complications.
Because me person be because that is the thing that was happening or is happening. Intimating be make the last me last one me mama nkra hu mo say nti anopa me hu a na mo poultry nti obeto akokọ o say nti na wo kọ wo no ma address a me call hospital me twen ya ma wo no do pepper so bi ansa na me call what I say because of the way your health workers sometimes will handle you.
Some of them are doing so well, some are very good,
perfect.
Makuma
do mo me person me wo okrom ha me nko wo ho na me mbra ma sumdwem ma betoa so because of a lot of things obi sharia me sister kind the person is at the lowest otete na odi eba say hon anye yenim say sabi o munye nyame it's not automatic say ohun better but when you say me call hospital anye ma me dro bi the pain will come down any baby sir by the end of it we be call no say ye be ye wo kra no yare no di double in a bebe fie Ridge Hospital ho me modin but same Ridge Hospital me my friend doctor there's an emergency me ba or say okay me hospital bra But Oba, me share way into Oba, just come straight to men call emergency. Just come to me, baby, I'm a meaning the consulting we. Me could do it, maybe sign us, yes, patients for and yes, me pay baby intina. Now, oh, share, Sanya, nurses are sabi, me macronin siomo. At delay. It's one of the workers, all know me, all students, me can't mean him so ho. No, who me no say, now I see my dog over here. And I'm so yes, patients. No, I say, and I don't know more treat you, sir. I couldn't cramp on him. Or be emergency may bre. No, it's all a nurse back, no rasa consulting room. No, say, don't you know this lady? No, say, so that was the response. No, so that is Doc's wife. Answer na nipa ye steady. Because I say I can say Doc na yiri nie. Nti say anything on ne ba e. Me na me ba ketwa na call. Doc yiri nie. Ana ne ba. Nti then na mo yes we didn't know. Then we call back madam, we are sorry. We call back madam, we are sorry. So I say you need to know who I am. Yeah. Before you accord me respect, before you treat me well, before you know say me brain am abaha. You think if she nyamia me fie the comfort of my room, my bed, no my bed in a hospital. Some me be hwe wiem and I me be hwe patients and go for ebra wo. So some of them won. So when you able to that day I was in my best element. So we share the way I me honjo sa. That day my dey no ko back akra wo ho. E ko fa akuapo inside that. And come be no but me and na ejeme no e can say nti omo friend nti lady no kwa na ra say no your wife is here and the way I'm looking at your wife no so she didn't call me no omo fair bi wo ho so you can imagine here record you and come back say doctor bi ne yere aba assault workers our Ridge Hospital because he never spared them. By the way, they said the next time I make call, they wanted to apologize. So for what? Anybody who works in here, someone who say bibintin or baho, only sure about any fear or about in office, because Jaria, who name you be see it's in a more honor. But now you many ho into yes by force connection. By force called teacher training near bunkro for money a shank for bas a dry and so the money pay BS. Yeah, the money pa. Yes, share video. Me nim say video for wa and come nyimi where the assault really happened. Yes. Because at the end of it, you know, me who baby I bu obia. Me for me I will condemn on certain times anytime so be ko obi adwuma na kwa assault.
Video bi a o kan wasam na me de ayi committee ni say we share say we are here to receive any video evidence or a witness account of the alleged physical altercation or attack.
Okay. It's also on my new wa.
E bi ko na camera mo.
On my new wa. But na yenya inde na camera bo. Na yenya ye ni de na camera bo.
Baby hospital baby na camera.
On my new wa, ko fi camera no tu. On my new wa, na for mo pani o ma de akaba. Because I know say we see CTI news almost there is no record of admission in the hospital. But when the minister went there, she was in bed. When Chumo was crying, okay, also she was in the bed. Where is the record of admission? And I made courage. Pantino. Meaning say everything is queuing into the assistant and I'm saying shading. Oh, the computers na here juma. What thing na what here we are no about. Oh, hene na here we are no about. Baby, and then man drain that is how they are working. Into paper na fin you be assign. And I'm printing. I don't have issues. It is possible, but me video we are yet to get a video of any assault.
Ewebi kasa GH1. Was say oye nurse ni modu kakra fine. Was so more evidence, more videos e wo ho a. Say omo yeti no. Em so dey aba say. But for now you to make us some short word because some video no mo so dey ban. Say no kure say we don't know.
Medical report
we don't know.
So investigation. How can interview head of department? And you should be working.
So anytime I go to
hospital, until they should interrogate this doctor. So we can try. Or you know.
Nurse for no, why no more report to? So bibi say ba one number head na say one report to.
Omo nursing structures.
Let me say why number report to
hospital wide structures
at that particular moment any particular department no any head of department and no accountable.
But I don't say obenya the most accurate facts.
Why?
Na eja
was it be misled by Onanko?
Asamba ba na say we dance ni what as say only father one be hu asem no me
reports from that father and father be gina so
exactly and the report didn't go from the medical officer no HOD asem and omu use ye entina me say
documentation no can say system and system be one some no okay.
So far, Ghana registered as a medical association. I can say and free medical superintendent.
They are doing politics.
Some of them work there. Let's interrogate them as committee, no. Almost exist. Maybe the time mama they were hiding. Doctor now or they report on by an oho. Committee in front doctor.
And you know me can't say they me who you know
exactly. Report one here trying to say doctor.
Health history wo.
Health history no nya.
Any hospital.
Any system.
Any pa okuta medical report no. No musa no. Say doctor na try to
okuta report no e wo the private any system no man na system.
How do you know say they even use this report?
Me patch me bawo.
Because me pay ni wo my chest.
What's doctor near friend saying doctor? What's doctor near friend saying? Doctor Jennifer Ya Y Obudai. Auntie Doctor Jennifer. Doctor Jennifer Ya Obodai. Oh, World Reach Hospital. Committee ni samo hwe ya. My friend Kofi or no betuma mam eyi.
Na Jamaican BBC. Omo ye bibia. Ecosystem nim. So it is possible you even go that same doctor who took care of he was not there. But it's the system.
Yeah, system.
So system there no man use.
It's all system. It's documentation if you Kofi office. Kofi patch as a documentation committee so
report no one kind me kan me say me the medical report no me the medical report no to report no ho the medical report no any overall report
yeah
when I what so bro for as a fa
obi boyen ewo medical yimu na o say a straightforward shoulder dislocation usually takes about 6 to 12 weeks to heal enough for daily activities but full recovery and strength can take 3 to 6 months with proper physiotherapy. And must say a nurse is expected to know the difference between a true dislocation that is severe obvious usually requires reduction and the minor strain that is painful but not deformed still functional. I must say if a nurse publicly claims dislocation but never went through reduction or medical confirmation, that story is highly questionable. I say or see if the doctor report says polycontusion but the nurse insists dislocation, then the nurse is representing the facts medically. That is indefensible and now okay become one. Report on the same if you know we hear nature say polycontusion no
dislocation adana report no
enti come for polycontusion medical term
no fine and
come for medical term
don't come in
me that say
ni change mu no come swelling other one kra na bro
come for me na say polycontusion medical term so na person ke bam
no necessarily that swelling no report
enti come for ni nyina mra
of course
polycontusion swelling
doctor try expose no
and now carrying
so we control but don't come and claim the impression say no dislocation no assault
yare no da no so system say admitting na
we can interrogate it. That's what we are doing.
The reports that yet says here say who say what fracture we are nurse so you know difference we are laymen maybe two way mostly because of medical people are many on maintenance. People think say I'm in the health field because there are a lot of things I'm to me handle because of the knowledge I have acquired over the years. And so you should be able to know say Mensano, a pint, a white, me race away, into me to a min cabenco, me race away, and yet a hoqua. It's meaning, say race away, say they see ye, in an ya, and say a sense, and I a bohon, into a fine year maybe. It won't to me as a nurse or a medical health professional. I'm a cassa on sapine, and my young fan massa a red swelling. I am not yet her defend it. Say a committee and fan mem. One name on sapine, any swelling, and I read scratches. So some of these things, they should stop. They should. I don't even want to go. The
fundamental point is the assault, not the effect.
Me person me call into the political aspect of all this. But the question is, on one person, what was her agenda? She's been found out. What was almost creating no many mistakes. No, I feel almost penoma di akatakata so.
All right.
And unfortunately for Tim Crime. No, Radium to say warlord. Radium to say warlord. Jumping from one place to another. Defending something you were not there. You don't have any idea based on what you were just told by one person. Because your medical way. Why you be down?
Medasi. I'm saying I'm super union.
Medasi.
Politics are here. I'm support. Bami I love him. Politics are here. I'm support. So more than more politics. But the facts are better than facts. I'm blame will be. I mean facts are medical reports and I'm medical
mono microphone no man
medical reports
me da wasi baby one second 5 seconds
5 seconds so as someone no to the point so did me to me a farmer
what kind of family history
what to me just what to me say he was just coming for the minister
me da sweetheart be ya
your friend is saying
Zagbril.
Breaking boss and
oh so
happy birthday.
And then you sweetheart we have birthday. But them can say by election.
Status go for birthday. Me nianing. Go me nia.
Oh okay, senior status. I'm official
on family.
I'm saying 150.
Happy birthday.
Me nia status go for so family here. Anyway, I then me nia no tell them wa ma woda pa. Ai enti anopa ma me fasa ho kwen na me fasida ma kekeli awo kekeli o kan this communication team no no share atade tuntu atade fufu no so no na kofi so enkansa enso na ye nkane nep see o ema nep ai o share atade fufu ai APP franka na bibia bom osoro no bom na afia kranchewa so ka movement for omo na money wanhuso ne ye yellow and black but oba yellow man black na mehu yellow yellow ba okay me say esi wa enti ye de besia na say na de si wa ene IV quest our cover cosmetic center CCC wa woda tech eja Mrs Agnes Nyamiche na wode intirin kwansemi ma na ba kunso wa ha sa dresi okay dresi de ma ya wie dada ma me hwe we nanadu menua kuma nanadu wo Connecticut US nana no pay me mo ache ose kwabra me na bra me hwe wansa makwa adwumanti nana me da so papa mo amohwe yeda mo ase mo amode adwenkyere ba yeda mo ase mo amutie yeda mo ase yemfa seda ma specialize this way need for phone tabakwan kwanse umso yemu ma yede dwumadie ye ebremo adomdom ye ne a me da no pa ye beba na me da no pa ne ye bedi nsemu mu enkoma kwa akire ye pa sanse nsemu piepie ba kofi ka asem bia me susu se esese nyina ye hwe se ye betu ehu bibia o kan bibia ba hospitals ahodo a aban dada ne esi 60 hospitals a eye adwuma and afa one factory inside the nyina no e wo behia se ye tumi ebo akire na ye hwe ye bo akire hwe a ne ye hu de se de sitie ene se de sitie kasapa me di say ye be take up that project ne amu se de be say na fa me di de ja kwabra ya kra mu nyina